Testing, testing. Muted? Muted, anybody? Yeah. Yeah, we were muted this whole time, but welcome in, everybody! Thank you for joining us today. We were going to be live reacting to the Xbox Games Showcase 2025 and the Outer Worlds 2 direct live stream. There is an hour and a half. So in that meantime, I thought that we could play games too. We're going to check out the new Fortnite season. We're going to be playing some Elden Ring as well. I'm going to try and get some stuff done. If I can, completed, we'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited to be here with you all. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and amazing. Let me know what you guys are doing today on this lovely Sunday. I had to get some errands done this morning, so I was unable to be in the Discord bright and early. Usually Sundays are kind of like I gotta get prepared for the week. So I usually start doing that today, like doing my meal prep, doing other stuff, getting my thumbnails done. So we're going to be doing a little bit of everything today. We're going to be doing a little bit of that. We're going to be doing a little bit of other stuff as well. I don't know what yet. We'll see. Let me see if I could drop these glasses in the VTuber studio. It would be nice if I could. And get my glasses on. Because they're like super huge. And my VTuber is like not... I think... Yeah, no. Okay, now I gotta look straight at the camera. There we go, okay. And I don't want them on my hair, because usually on the hair they get all jacked up. Okay, perfect. So, let me see if everything is working, which it should be. I wanted to move, yeah. I'll go over here. Maybe I could like go in the corner, actually. And still be in the corner. I'm gonna put it up on... Where is it, chat? Here it is. VTuber model. And then we gotta go like this. And bring you over like this. And I think we're just gonna plop her there like that. Because this one, it's a little bit different than, like, I don't know. I don't like it because it's, like, a little bit difficult on verticals. In verticals, I would have to, like, set it up where, I don't even know. Like, that would be just like that, I think. But if I wanted to play the games, yeah, you guys wouldn't really see the games. You'd just see me. Unless we'd go back to, like, the game scene here, and then we could do it. Oh, damn. We could do it. Let me pull this down. Let me see if it'll work or not. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're here. Yeah, so we're gonna check out, pull up what we're watching so you guys can see. You guys can watch along with us and react with us on my YouTube channel if you want. Or if you guys want to watch the event, you guys are more than welcome to. I'm gonna make a coffee. So I didn't have my coffee yet today. There it is. YouTube. On my YouTubes. I did mute it a little bit. We're gonna bring this up like this. There we go. So, it's the IGN live event. An hour and 19 minutes is left. Presented by Days of Play, PlayStation. Are you guys looking forward to any games coming out? I always love checking out the live shows because I find there's always either new games.
Like unknown origin floats in the sky. a beautiful fortress full of secrets known as the Oasis. But one day, an attack from forces of terrible darkness shatters a harmony known for thousands of years, and suddenly, the fate of the world below sits on a knife's edge. Oasis is the ultimate dungeon brawler, a revolutionary physics-fueled throwdown.
There's always like new games that they have that are interesting to check out. So yeah.
This is the world premiere of Oasis, a brand new IP from developer 17-Bit, published by Cult Games, with a soundtrack from the living legend himself, Hirokazu Chip Tanaka. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. This looks cute. Let's just dive in, chat. Let's be like Scrooge McDuck and just dive in. I love it.
3, 2, 1.
Do they have like a Mortal Kombat fight?
We're almost out of trailers, so we'll have to ration the few we've got left.
What?
Hey, if careful resource management is your thing, you're in luck because these are all games that put your survival skills to the test.
Survival? Chat? House Flipper. Oh, the creators of House Flipper. Okay, is this like a barn one? Oh my god, you can play more than one player? I like this. We're totally gonna have to check this out. Yeah. We're totally gonna have to barn it up, chat. Oh, you can do mining too? No way. Why does it say, oh, presented by Switch? I'm like, don't tell me if it's just for Switch. Look at the fire. The plants are burning. Why? What? What are we crafting? Look at the spiders! What? What in the heck? See what up? 3D and first person? Stardew Valley, says T. I have to get this game. Like, hopefully they'll be able to give us some keys and we can put them, like, do it in the community. That would be dope. I think it looks neat. I would totally be down to try this game or play it.
Back from the living legend himself, Hirokazu Chip Tanaka. Let's take a look.
What is it? They just replayed that whole trailer again? There must be something going on. Not much yourself? Excited to watch the Xbox showcase today. I had to take care of some errands this morning. I was up early being productive. Gonna get things done for this week. They did put the fight. They did put the thing in. I didn't get to see it because I was making my coffee earlier. But I did hear them say the fight. Mortal Kombat fight. That's kind of funny. This game looks neat too. I feel like it reminds me of when Xbox Windows Steam. Okay.
Well, we're almost out of trailers, so
yeah,
we'll have to ration the few we've got left. And hey, if careful resource management is your thing, you're in luck because these are all games that put your survival skills to the test. Take a look.
Like she just said that a minute ago, chat. There you go, from the House Flipper creator. This is what we were just watching. Don't they look like Fortnite people too? Like the same kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it is like Unreal Engine. I like this game though. I'm excited to see what the name of it is. I don't even know. Do you know, G? Have you heard about it yet? I'm gonna turn off this other music actually, because we don't want too much music. Too much going on. How was the new season of Fortnite? I seen you were playing. I'm gonna check it out today too. Maybe later. Like in between the hour that we have for the showcase. Might do that and play some more Elden Ring as well, because we're doing chapters now, which is really cool. And that is a challenge on its own. It's good. You're liking the new weapons? Ooh. Because it's superheroes, right? Pharmatic. Okay, I'm going to have to wish list it. Or check and see if it's on the key site. So, I use a couple of... I'll tell you which ones that I use. So if you use any of these sites, they will, like, normally give you the keys to test out. Like, they'll either be demo keys, or if you play and review the gates,
all she needs to abduct humans is a space big enough for that.
If you play and review the games, they'll like normally give you like the full key of the game, which is nice. So I usually use like there's Lurkit, there's terminals.io. There was like Dare Drops. There's like a couple other places too. So go check out those sites. I would highly recommend them if you're a content creator to check them out. Sizzle and Stack. Demo out now.
You really are hopeless.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff with Atomic Heart. Like now it says Atomic Heart 2. I remember when like Jerd and like a couple other people played that game. It was cool. Ferocious. What's Bus Flipper? Oh, this looks cool. Do we just have to like build it? I wonder. Steam.
Lord Tengen.
I like this because it's anime.
Suma, you've been doing some flashy work here, as expected from my wives.
Plural wives, plural chat? Is he simping? Are they in a polyamorous relationship?
Everyone's been accounted for.
Just saying.
I rescued Hinatsuru earlier. I told her to leave the entertainment district.
No judgment here, chat. Just saying.
Awesome! Just what you'd expect from the god of festivals.
All right. From here on out, things are gonna get real flashy.
Things are gonna get real flashy. What is this? Demon Slayer? What? Is it on Steam too? It is. Okay.
This place,
That's kind of cool.
it remembers you. And it's not finished with you yet. What is happening?
Oh my god, this is gonna be Silent Hill
The
or
lines,
something.
they're fading.
This looks
Where the
scary.
island ends, you
Like
begin.
Zed, this is Zed's game, totally. Who is this that wants
I've been
to add
trapped for
me?
what seems like an eternity. Just give it time.
I don't know who this person is. I'm not gonna add random people on Steam.
stranger still how much you trusted. Here you are, dragging yourself deeper. I'll be waiting for you. Down in the mines.
Yo,
We'll confront the source of all
who
this
is
suffering.
this?
And maybe, buried beneath it all, lies an answer.
Total chaos? Get it? Play the free demo? Zed! That one's for you, Zed! I'm gonna tell him about it. Did I tell him about it? I'm gonna give him the link right now. This looks like something he would totally play. This looks like the moon. Like space? What is it? I want to play. Yeah, I remember this one and the other thing, I think. I want to play, let me turn down the volume a bit, because it's going to be like a little bit loud. I want to play, No Man's Sky again. I wish I had more people in Discord that, like, had that game. What's this one? The Last Caretaker? Yeah, I remember that. It's like space game. Space theme. I guess you're like the only one left and you have to rebuild or something.
Welcome,
Kinda.
Pioneers, to our very first look at the development build of Spacecraft. We're really excited to show you where the game's at right now and give you a feel for some of the systems we're building behind the scenes. Keep in mind, everything you're about to see is work in progress and doesn't yet fully reflect what we envision for the game at launch. In this dev blog, we're focusing on the tutorial, which gives you your first taste of how the game plays and introduces some of the core systems. Your journey starts on Babylon 7, a space station owned by the company. Stations like this are central to the game. They're where you'll refine resources, trade goods, upgrade your ships, and more. In the tutorial, Babylon 7 is a solo instance, but in the full game, stations will be important multiplayer hubs for interaction and cooperation. We've designed piloting to be intuitive, built around two key concepts, flight path and flight speed. Your ship moves based on the direction you're facing, and you can smoothly throttle up or down to manage your speed.
Solar Alpha?
At its core, Spacecraft is an expansive, open-ended sim where you can explore, build, trade, and fight across the living galaxy. You'll pilot your own ship, mine resources, craft parts, and design your own vessels. From setting up automated production chains to engaging in tactical space combat, how you play is up to you. You can play solo or team up with others to shape the economy, grow powerful corporations, and leave your mark on a newly forming galaxy. And yes, traveling from space down to a planet's surface is completely seamless. Exploring planets means heading to landmarks and scanning for resources. As you find new materials, they're logged automatically on the planetary map. Find something unfamiliar, scan it to analyze and reveal what it is. Resource gathering starts simple with a mining laser, but quickly branches out. Different materials need different tools. Some, like hardened shells, have to be broken up with missiles. Liquids and gases require specialized harvesters. Volatile resources can explode if they get too hot, so you might need cooling systems to handle them safely. For certain materials, you'll need to land and go on foot, adding variety and risk to how you gather resources. Eventually, you'll automate this process. That's when things start scaling up. You'll build bases on different planets, install extractors, and set up drones and cargo ships to handle mining, refining, and transportation. You'll manage power, storage, housing, and supply chains, building out entire networks that stretch across the galaxy. If you're the kind of player who loves optimization, there's a lot to dig into, and you can do that as a corporation with your friends for extra help.
Ooh.
Back at the stations like Babylon
Dion
7,
the
you
Legend, what
navigate
up?
between areas
How you
using
doing
elevators.
today?
Each zone serves a
Welcome
different
to
purpose.
the stream.
Some, like the shipyard, are private, perfect for refining resources, crafting advanced components, or working on your ship without distractions. Others, like the docks, are instanced by ship
Should it
traffic.
just like disconnect or
We're also
something?
building
I
shared
think my,
spaces like
external's,
marketplaces,
like,
where you'll trade with the
acting up a
company and
little
other players. Some stations will also have unique zones tied to quests or introduce new mechanics entirely. Ship editing is a major feature too. You can customize and upgrade your ship by swapping out modules or go even deeper with the assembly system, letting you physically reshape your vessel. Add new engines, wings or blocks and tweak performance to suit your playstyle. As you progress, you'll unlock the ability to build entirely new ships from scratch, with every part affecting how your ship handles, how fast it goes, and how much it can do. That's just a glimpse of what we've got in store for Spacecraft. We'll be back with more updates soon, diving deeper into the game and how all these systems come together at scale.
Chat, let me know if you guys are looking forward to any of these games or wish listing them. Spacecraft, wish listed. Ooh. Team Soda. Is that a little chicken? Who are they? It looks like a little chicken. You played this game? Which one, T? This one, the chicken one? It's called Escape from Duck-Off. Get out of here. Are you for real? You're not lying. No way. So what is it about? Like, is there bots? Is there random people? Even the duck has abs, chat. I can't. I'm dead right now. I'm dead, chat. Oh my god. That's funny. That's got me. That's got me right now. Oh my god. That's so funny. Oh, that's funny. I'm dead right now. Duck off, see? Escape from the duck off. You're right, G. I told you. I can't believe it. So how did you find out about it? Tell me about it. Look, it's Jurassic World. Chat, did you guys ever like the Jurassic Park series? No idea? Jurassic World. I mean, I got the free one on Epic Games and I still haven't played it, so I want to check it out. This is like doing the FPS vibes. Oh, are you out of ammo? Being out of ammo is not cool, chat. Just saying. What is this? Oh, Ferocious. I believe I've heard. Okay.
Hi, I'm Leonard Seifang, studio founder of Omniok, and I hope you enjoyed the trailer. Ferocious is our love letter to action, adventure, mystery, and dinosaurs. You're not just surviving the island, you're exploring it, uncovering its secrets, and even teaming up with the creatures that you used to fear. The demo is currently live with 2 playable levels, mixing survival, exploration, and intense combat. There's so much more to discover, so please follow us on Steam or socials to stay in the loop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That about does it for this lunch break trailer block, but don't worry, we still have plenty lined up for the rest of IGN Live.
Sorry, chat. My internet's buffing. I got too much going on here. Something downloading? No connection.
Firebreak, the new multiplayer game set
What?
in the same universe.
We'll also be catching up with the creators of HBO's The Last of Us,
right?
and hopefully you can stick around for Game Scoop later today, where we'll be checking in on 2025's Game of the Year contenders.
IGN Live continues after this.
Let me see.
You're
Nice.
watching IGN Live, brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. We launched Devs React to Speedruns 5 years ago.
Okay?
We've done so many episodes with so many developers.
TikTok's
but this is
down.
the first ever voice actors react to
TikTok's
Speedruns.
always
and I'm here with
wrecked.
the cast of Claire, Obscure, Expedition 33. What's up, guys?
Chat.
Here we
Save.
are.
All right, we're gonna need a little bit of audience participation here. This is Mitchell. He's the speedrunner. You guys buy Oh Snap on.
I like how they're dressed in a baguette outfit, chat. Love the baguette. Oops, shoot.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna count down from 5, and we're gonna go.
Is this working?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and that's when the speed run is going to start. Everybody ready?
Are you guys? Are we back?
5,
Angelic Angel, I see you.
3,
2, 1. Baguette, mes amis. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? L'Internet coupe.
The end of Act 1, but that's fine.
It doesn't like me today, chat.
Right, guys?
I promised I paid my bill this month.
So yeah.
Okay.
This is your guys'
Yeah, it says we're live. It says we're online.
How have you guys been enjoying IGN Live
Whoop.
thus far?
Shoot. Let me fix my other monitor now.
I hate it here. No, it's been amazing. The audience have been
Mes amis, no plugin.
this game that people have and experiencing it
There we go.
really firsthand for the first time since
Is it working now, chat? Are we good? We Gucci the Forgotten Battles?
Because of all the like things.
Chat, have you guys played Expedition 33 yet? Let me know. We still gotta finish it. I don't know how far I'm off. Like, I think it's gonna take a while to finish, to be honest. Like, another, 3 months.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I feel.
One
Or more.
more time?
Angelic Angel, how are you enjoying the new season of Fort? Hope you're enjoying it. I think we're back, chat. We're back, mes amis.
Shalanik, CL.
Is this it?
And everyone knows Jennifer English as my
I just want to make sure.
So, we're doing the speed run. How many
They're doing a
hours have you
speed
put
run?
into Claire?
Damn.
Too many. Probably about like 300. I probably play 3 hours a day.
There we go, I think.
When you guys were, especially for you, Max, when you were, when this game was in development, did you think that people would be beating it in an hour, 20 minutes, hour, 30 minutes?
Oh no, especially when you know that there are, I think, 4 hours and 30 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
well, here's the thing.
What did he just say? 4 hours cutscene?
Great cutscenes. I just don't watch many of them.
That makes me so.
What? It's so low.
Thank you so much for respecting our
Like-
work. It really is amazing. It's so cool to see the ways in which audiences have really engaged with this, and I think Guillaume has said himself that he wants to see people do no-hit runs. He wants people to experiment with the fastest way they can complete it.
No-hit
because
runs?
This game is obviously a really beautiful narrative and an amazing immersive world, an amazing story, but also it's a playground for fun, and it's just really cool to see people kind of play the game in this the way that it was intended.
Flipping through bushes.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want to do an episode with Sandfall, and they're going to be really upset when they see all this kind of stuff. So I have a list of funny questions here. I'm going to start with Kirsty. Kirsty, you play Lune.
Yes.
She's the only character in the game that doesn't walk. She floats. Does that just make you feel better than everybody else?
Oh. Wow.
Yes.
Just yeah, chat. That's it. Yes.
Good. You
I
are
like
better
it.
than everyone else. The first clip I ever saw of Claire was Lune
There she
floating
goes.
around. So, what is it that you're even doing right now, Mitchell? Did you mean to fall right there?
No.
I did not mean to fall. So
Right.
It's a really cool boss here. I think you showed the cinematic earlier today, but we're just going to skip the boss entirely, and I'm actually going to go really high in the air too here, so you'll see in a second here.
Is there someone you like running as the best? What's
going
What do you
on?
think, Max? Is this what you wanted the game to look like, or he's just depressed?
Absorbed, completely absorbed.
They didn't expect it, probably.
That's
He's
all right.
so sad.
You'll get to see it again because I missed where I wanted to land.
Oh, we get to
so-
see it
yeah,
again.
I wanted you to
Okay.
see it twice, so it's fine.
Got it.
Stage fright. It happens.
Stage fright. Chat.
You can do this. How did you realize you can do
Forgotten
this?
There's a
Battlefield.
lot of people who look into a lot of different things in this game, so I didn't realize I could do this, but someone else found it, and yeah, it's just a lot of messing around with different stuff to figure it out.
What is it?
It's
like a
so
secret.
Beautiful seeing Mael just plunge to her. Did you do it?
Yeah.
We did it. Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of Mael, Jennifer, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If people here don't know, which is like, okay, this is also the voice of Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. Any Baldur's Gate 3 fans?
Baldur's Gate, chat. You guys like Baldur's
So my
Gate?
question for you is quite simple. What's it like just being in the best
I haven't
games
played
ever
it.
made?
I think Evil said she played it.
Look, it is
I think Professor
coincidence,
Scott
can I
said
just
she
say.
played
I
it.
didn't just like handpick the. Well, I kind of did with Expedition, and I like got the audition through, and I was like, yes, this seems like it's fucking amazing. And so I did choose that, I suppose, but they chose us. I think everyone here blind auditioned, and so the developers, so Guillaume and Jen, just heard us. They had no idea who we were, and yeah, so thank you, Guillaume and Jen. But no, it does feel very good. That's it. Thanks.
I love Baldur's Gate, and I'm sure everybody here does too. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? Hey, look, it's you, Max.
Bonjour, mes amis.
Bonjour, Eski.
Can we get a? It's time for swim.
It's time for swim. I am Speed.
I love it, chat.
Like, what was it like filming all of those things?
That is
Well,
epic.
it was funny because at first Esquier was not part of the motion capture process because
Evil, what up?
Esquier. I mean, apart from a few scenes, but so I didn't know a lot about. Most of his dialogues are in the camp.
Welcome
But
to
now once
the
you get to
live
know
stream.
him and everything he feels.
Hope you're doing amazing
the
today.
past
Happy
with
Sunday.
also Verso. It's so touching. So
You're taking a work break. You're working and
be as
working.
honest as I
Let's go.
could.
Did you
Almost
go in
like a
early
child,
this morning,
you know,
Evil?
Like he feels something and he just like he
Go
feels
in early,
mad,
finish
but
early,
he's
I
gonna
hope.
Tell Verso, you know.
Here's a bit of trivia. Does anybody?
Thank you for tuning
Answer.
in.
Does anybody remember what SKA is filled with?
Yes.
Me.
Wine. Verso's wine.
I didn't know that, chat.
I remember when we were.
He's filled up with
recording
wine?
it, and Jen Spadbergian said that they want to do SKA plushies that are also wine coolers.
Oh, that's cool.
Which would be a really cool thing. So
Yeah.
make
Like,
it happen if you want
could
it.
make
it
be able to
known, but,
make
like,
him,
SKA wine
and maybe
coolers
you
would
could
be
put
really,
like the
really
bottle in that
good.
whatever the
It's
pouch.
a wine pouch that you can squeeze.
That would be
and wine
cool.
can come out.
Oh my god.
That would be so
Shala.
cute.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You've been in a lot of games as well.
I have.
You went in
How
at
has
8:30.
being in Claire
Okay,
been different
4:30,
than
nice.
Cyberpunk or Baldur's
At
Gate?
least you'll have that evening
Yeah,
to
it's just-
enjoy.
The writing, the depth of the character, it was delivered to us like a film script, which you may have heard, and that allowed us to really immerse into the world, and was just so much more helpful when creating the character. Yeah, and having an emotionally rich character with such a deep history was completely.
Oh yeah, I gotta add my dancing
Might I
moon
also say,
emote.
CL has
Hold
the
on.
best hair in the game.
I don't know
She really
how. I
does.
have to download it, I guess, right? Hold on.
Have you guys all seen the bald outfits?
Yeah,
I've only
download.
seen the Mael one, and it is.
The witch outfit.
What's that?
Witch outfit.
It's
The
where
bald.
you can make your characters bald.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that.
I've only seen Mael, and it's awful. It's quite awful. You look like Mega
Is
Man.
it like? Oh, okay. Maybe I can change it. Hold on. Let's see if I can make it
Okay,
into
so we are
a
in Minoko
PNG.
Station. How's the speed run going so far?
It's going great. You missed the best song in the game. The
We
Bonobos
did.
theme. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that happens. So Max, who did it? These are all just
Rainbow
animations, or did
Carpet.
they have you guys like filming stuff to
No,
get
no.
all these?
We did the mocap for the cutscenes. Not
Just the cutscenes.
Yeah.
These are all animated in.
Yes,
Have
it
you
is.
guys watched a lot of the fights in here and see all the crazy things your characters do? It's nuts.
Yeah. The way Gustav runs, for
here
example.
What's that?
The way Gustav runs.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty intense.
So nobody filmed all these running animations?
No,
They
no,
just
no.
filmed somebody just sprinting?
Wow.
That looks good.
I mean, we kind of did some for sometimes they needed to pick up from one cutscene to the gameplay, but no, all those animations were made by the studio.
Yeah, twerk it up.
That's not
Twerk
me. I'm
and twerk.
sorry. Yeah.
Twerk and twerk.
That wasn't you, just on all
You got any
fours,
other
just
plans
running
after
around?
work, Evil?
I mean, I would have loved to do that, but
If they
yeah, I'm
would've
not gonna
asked,
Did you
take
get
credit
to
for
check
it.
out the new season of Fortnite, or are you gonna check it out later?
You know a little bit about Final Fantasy.
I do.
You were in a Final Fantasy.
I was.
Final Fantasy 16.
Yes.
Wow.
This game
He was
is
in
nothing
Final
like that.
Fantasy,
But
or he
this
played
game
it?
is very, you know,
I think they said he was
callback
in
to
it.
Final Fantasy 8, 9, stuff like that. Are you a fan of those as
Ooh,
well?
Yeah,
nice.
Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite game of all
I
time.
love it.
So,
Okay.
Do it.
I preach the good gospel of Final Fantasy VIII, so thank you to everyone who comes up to me and says they feel seen when I talk about that game. But, I mean, Guillaume is also a huge fan of Final Fantasy VIII. And actually, he sent me a clip about a year ago of all the characters running around the world map to blue fields from Final Fantasy VIII. Just because he was like, I want to show you the world map, but inspired by the game that both of us love. And I think there's so much of the DNA of RPGs of years past in this game.
Yeah.
And you can see it. It's this team have made a game that they would want to play and inspired by the games that made
Yeah,
them
I
fall
think
in
the
love with
game
video
is
games.
beautiful.
And I think the reason that everyone's here supporting us right now is because they feel that love in this game. And I think that's what makes it feel so special.
Agreed.
Yeah, as I was playing it, because I didn't look too much into it before I played it, and it's like SKA, he becomes your boat, and then he becomes your airship, and you're in this open world. Like, I didn't know there was like an open world in the game. Everyone's like, oh, it's kind of linear. And then you leave the like breezy meadows, the first area, and you're on this open world, and I was like, I'm 12 again, playing
Yeah,
the game on my
exactly.
PS1, because that's honestly how it feels.
The
when you're
game
playing this
is,
game.
I don't know, in my
The
opinion,
overworld
I
map
liked it.
was,
Still,
you
I have to
know,
go
the
back
solution
and
to a problem of scale back in the 90s.
we gotta play it
And
this
it's-
week. 'Cause I think
think
last
maybe
week,
video
I think
games
my
decided
car,
that
the stuff
that was
happened
a
with
thing
my
of the
car
past.
last week. That's
And,
why we
there
weren't
are
able to
fantastic
play it.
video games out there that have overworld maps. Like, I'm a huge fan of Nino Kuni. That has an absolutely stunning overworld
But I love
map.
the
And there are,
story in
I
this
think
game.
Dynasty Warriors did it recently this year as well. But
Okay,
it's
Dancing
really, really great to
Moon
pay
chat. I'm
homage
gonna bring up
to
the
what
Dancing Moon
It's
emote.
not just a solution now, it's a wonderful
We have a new
thing
dance.
that made us get this sense of scale in these
Let me
games
see where
without
it's at.
having to actually do the scale.
Right.
I added a couple new emotes actually, so I'm excited.
So
I
I'm gonna
will
turn to
showcase
Mitchell here.
them in a couple
You're
of
on the
minutes.
hot seat, buddy. So, when
Yeah, I'm on.
speedrunning this game,
Wanna do
is it
like this
all
one?
just about like perfect parries,
Oh,
perfect
256.
dodges?
Is it higher
'Cause,
than
I assume you're
256?
not leveling up much.
Yeah, we're definitely lower level than most people would be casually, so it does rely a lot on making sure you just don't miss
Give
a
me a deal.
Yes, or Charlie Cox or anybody,
250.
right?
I mean, none of us got to
I'll
work
do one
directly
more
with each
down.
other. Really, it was about
do
there
like
were opportunities
230.
for us to be in the booth, but not really at the same time.
230.
Yeah, we were lucky that we got to meet each other at a dinner, like halfway through your filming. Was
Yeah,
the beginning
Dancing
of your, well, not all
Moon.
of us, but some of us got to meet, and that's so rare with voice acting. So to get to
I don't
meet
know
the
what it's
body
gonna
along
look
with
like.
the voice, so that you can
What?
imagine it when you're in
Something
the
went
booth
wrong?
is like
Okay.
very helpful.
Let me
and
like
very
swap
rare,
out
but
some
we
more
got down
emotes
this.
then.
Yeah.
I remember hearing you in my first session, and I didn't know you were in it, and I went in the booth and I heard you, and I was like, oh, friends.
Oh, it did show up. Okay.
Charlotte, what was it like when you did you see a cast list before you were cast? So you didn't know Andy Serkis was in it. He's like actually legendary, not that you guys aren't, but these like Hollywood actors, and you're like, oh, I mean, you got to work with them at least, right, Max?
When we did the mocap, we knew that Charlie Cox would be Daredevil and Andy Serkis would be Renoir, but that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's it like? Like, have you guys watched back any of your scenes, like specifically you with Renoir, and being like, look at me, I'm just hanging out with Andy Serkis,
Yeah. It was, Ben and I went to Montpellier for their Christmas party, and we sat with Alyona, my girlfriend as well, and it was really lovely because Alyona hadn't seen anything, and we just watched every cutscene, and she sobbed like there was no tomorrow.
Wait, who was that?
She sobbed like there was no tomorrow.
Oh, Charlotte?
Alyona.
Yeah, she's there.
I mean, I would sob too.
Out there.
But it was really cool because we got to watch it in Montpellier and meet all of these incredible developers, and I kind of wish they were here. They are the most wonderful group of people, and we worked hard on this game, but nothing like these guys. Like, they have worked solidly, and there's only 33 of them. I think it's 33. No, in the 30s, and they have put their all into this game. Their blood, sweat, and tears, and it really fucking shows. It's, like, absolutely hats off to them.
It's so funny how like people curse,
This game, anytime
but
I was
they
like, hey,
curse like with
like
passion. You know what I mean?
Like, you have to
Like,
see the
usually
voice
when I curse,
it honestly is like probably one of the best assembled, like, for one game. Like, it's an
Save
insane
emoji.
cast, and it all comes together. We were doing an interview earlier where we were talking about,
Let's
how
see,
you
does
guys
the moon
did
work,
not
chat?
with anybody. Like, you just recorded your lines and somebody would feed off that, and it's like, it does not show at all.
Yeah.
Let
You
me
guys
refresh
just seem
it.
like you're talking to each other all the time.
Well, it's instinctual. You just would go into the booth and you would just
40
have to
minutes
do something
left.
immediately. And I think sometimes there's this feeling that there's some.
Yeah, it works.
There's sometimes a feeling that you need
there's
to
a dancing
do
moon,
something
chat.
over and
Let's
over and over again. But
go.
actually, some of the best stuff
There's
in
the
here is
Desirable
first
Nation
take.
moon.
You know, there are scenes towards the
And
end.
then
I mean,
we added this one too. We got a new YouTube
but
button.
actually, you
Like
go in,
YouTube.
you've got to do your best, and I think a lot of the rawness comes from that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I should probably do a good job.
Yeah, you come in and you've got to
It's
do
the
a job because
instinct
these
as well,
devs have done that, you know?
Yeah. What you say? Well, it's just sometimes you can overthink what you're doing in the booth
Sure,
as well,
yeah.
and it's just like instinctually,
I love it.
you're not overthinking anything. You're just given the impetus, and you're in the moment, and it's just spontaneous, and you can rest assured when the team's there going, "That was it."
Yeah.
Like, moving on. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for me, I was thinking, oh, we just have to move on. We're not going to get it any better. But yeah, it tends to be, go with your instinct. And if you do too
I
many
wonder
times,
to put the
it
bongo
sounds a
drums
bit
on too, like this one, but I don't know
We
if I
need to
can.
wrap it up. We're just getting worse by the second here. We need to, Is this the hardest game you've ever worked on, Rich?
Can you say again?
Is this the hardest game you've ever had to work on?
The hardest game?
Yeah, the hardest game.
Is
The
this
hardest game
Like
you've ever had
most
to voice
difficult?
act.
Work on.
The hardest game to play, you mean?
No. As
Your
an actor.
performance.
Oh, sorry. I can't hear very well, sorry. I mean, actually, it was quite, I think because everyone else was really great, you know, so they're feeding in the lines, and Jen and Guillaume in the sessions were really good at contextualizing where we were. That made it kind of easy, really. I mean, that sounds
Easier,
arrogant,
yeah.
I think, but because, you know, when they were feeding in Ben's lines and I was reacting to that, because he'd done it so well, it kind of made my job easy, you know.
So you were acting with Ben, but Ben wasn't acting with you.
Yeah, I don't act with anyone. I request that I'm alone, and I don't want anyone else near me. It was just the timings of how it worked out.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so when Jen and I were recording, sometimes I'd be listening to Jen's performance, and I'd get to act off her, and then other times you have the same. And it really is just a scheduling thing. Yeah.
It like blows my mind though, because like okay, you guys have so many scenes where you are acting with each other. So, like, Charlotte, were you working with somebody that just wasn't Kirsty filming those lines? Or are you just reading your line and then you read the next line? Or is there somebody to bounce off of?
Yeah, so we're given like the context for the scene, and then we might see the visuals for that scene, which was really helpful.
Sure.
We've obviously had the narrative before, and we've been with the script, but it very much is an imaginative kind of somatic experience, and then Guillaume or Jen or
Could
Joe
you
will give
imagine,
us
chat,
the
like,
line before, and
actually being
and then
involved in a game?
for the best.
Would you guys do it, chat?
And hoping
Would
for the
anybody in
best.
chat want to do
I
it?
find it just so hard to believe with you, Jen, because
I think I would, depending on what project it would be. Like, but I would have to be like invested. Like, it would have to be a game that I liked.
You're
But I
not
would totally do
actually
it.
hugging a giant SKA. There's no.
I would have done so well with the giant, and maybe that should be in my rider for the
Yeah.
next game.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
You're
giant
like, I
SKA to
require
hug.
a giant plushie. I prefer it to be filled with wine, if possible.
If possible, if possible. No, it's genuinely quite hard, and I think I'm really lucky in that I did Baldur's Gate 3 right before and had that experience, and I think I got to use that with everything I learned to put into Expedition. But yeah, not the easiest job.
Yeah,
in
I
the
was
world,
telling,
I have to
I was saying that,
How
Evil.
much did it differ?
She comes from
filming,
Baldur's
like,
Gate.
doing
You
this
played that
versus,
game,
like,
right?
Baldur's Gate 3.
This
Did you do the mocap for that?
Yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3 was all mocap, whereas we
Baldur's
had
Gate 3.
wonderful mocap.
She's right there.
performances.
No one can
no,
see her.
No, I was pointed to Max Ons, but also
Oh, okay.
girlfriend. Yeah.
Max is pretty good too.
Max is
He's pretty good.
Yeah, so it was all fully cooked, really. Like, we had the cinematics, we had the music, we had the beautiful animations, and we had the beautiful performances from Max Ons and Nacelle and Charlotte. So, yeah, very different. But we had to lip sync as well to your voices, which is a really technical thing to do.
Right.
And, yeah, it was hard, wasn't it?
I remember seeing an Andy Serkis interview. You know, he's legendary for doing mocap and all that
Right.
stuff. And he said that this was one of the hardest things he's had to do because he's used to being the guy in the suit. He's not used to having to just follow what Max does. So it ended up being quite difficult. What like, we'll start with you, Ben. What do you prefer? Do you prefer being in the full mocap, acting with somebody, or do you like the kind of like chill kind of freedom of being in the booth?
All of it. I don't have a preference at all. Like,
Oh.
it's what's the challenge directly in front of you. So when you're doing mocap, or performance capture, you have that amazing freedom to be in a room. You really have that sense of proximity and movement, which is incredibly freeing. But then you have the puzzle of not seeing anything there. And then when we had this, we had the visuals, we had the music, but the puzzle is now
Get away from me,
deconstructing
mosquitoes.
reality, reverse engineering it, and making it feel like we were there. They are both puzzles that need to be solved in different ways, and they're both equally fun with different challenges.
Shala, have you ever done full mocap acting?
Yeah, in Baldur's Gate 3, I
Oh,
did
nice.
that as well. Yeah, and like Ben says, they are just completely different processes and equally as fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about you, Kirsty?
No, I haven't done mocap. I want to do mocap.
I keep thinking they're saying mocha, like coffee.
All the bees.
Yes, give it
No,
to me.
it's
I want
not.
that black suit. I want the little hood.
Yeah.
Your little stand. No, I would love to do mocap. That's definitely a dream. Hopefully, one day.
This is what I have to ask. This is going to be for Max. Rich aside, so the characters were fully developed, the game was basically, almost ready to go before they brought you guys in to do the English, right? But your characters all look like you. So is this like, what, like, I don't
Is it
get
on
I know where you're
purpose?
coming here. I know what you're gonna ask.
Because it's like, Kirsty,
What?
she kind of looks like Luna. You kind of look like Verso if you have longer hair. You absolutely look like Mael. Like, What? Was that just a happy accident?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. No?
Rich, you look just like Minoko.
Looks just like Minoko, chat.
Can't hear.
I didn't hear
If for those that don't know, we did the main stage interview earlier, and they were all dressed as mimes. But if you haven't played the game, you'll know that Minoko doesn't get a baguette outfit. So he's wearing his swimsuit.
Oh, he doesn't get a baguette outfit, chat. That's sad.
Authenticity.
Everybody should have
Mitchell.
a baguette outfit.
What have you done? Again.
I'm just not where you're supposed
Every
to
time
go.
I look over, you're breaking my game.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, I just kind of ran around the whole map. This one has like a bunch of elevators that are really slow, so I just didn't really feel like riding them.
Okay, we're wrapping in 5 minutes, but how much longer would you need to finish the game?
It would probably take like another 25 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we won't wait for that.
We won't wait for that. Could he take? He does it in 25 minutes. That's insane.
Make someone feel bad, but
Jeez, they're like speed
I'm
running.
missing CL here, so I know.
I didn't hear that. I have not heard that.
Yeah, you're missing. I just didn't pick you up.
Do you not like him anymore?
I can't hear him.
Oh, he doesn't have CL.
Rude.
Rude.
Saving it.
Rude.
I understand.
That's pretty rude. CL's one of the best characters, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I'm a fan of her.
Is there a reason you don't have her? Did she die?
No, she's alive. It's just I just left her in the village. It takes too much time to pick her up.
So she just doesn't go on the expedition with you guys.
Patience, my friend.
In Mitchell's world, you just go to Jestrel Village and you just stay.
So it takes too long to pick her up. That's sad, cat. Aw.
I'm gonna stay here
with Golgra.
No bueno.
Well, that's great. I mean, you're already at the. Is this the second axon?
Yeah, this is the second one.
Wow. Already at the second?
Do you like?
They're gonna
Jennifer, that
like
it's mostly you on screen.
spoil it for me because I'm not even there yet.
Mostly you on screen.
Yeah, Serene. That's where I think we want to
She
be,
explained
chat.
to me
so.
before the shoot what a double Leo was.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it's really fun having Shadowheart explain zodiac signs to me. Is that what they are? Zodiac signs?
So sorry, I can't
it's
hear
fine.
any.
It's fine.
Can we just say we can't hear each other?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Oh,
you.
yeah.
We don't know what's
Half
happening.
the time when Ben's
We're really
talking
confused.
to me, I'm just going.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know why you're clapping. Like that's how confused I am.
The best part of this interview is going to be when I get to watch it on YouTube later and I get to hear all of your answers.
Love
Have
it.
you guys been convinced that I'm just like,
Yeah.
great answer? You guys are like talking about death, and I'm like, that's hilarious, man. Anyways. Well, we are just about wrapping up. I see. Oh, that's the one of the painters people. Have you guys gotten to see all the different hairstyles and stuff that your characters get to wear? They're all really good. My problem is I kind of keep them in the default because that's what I like. But yeah, they're all really, really good.
Oh, I love this.
You've got.
Welcome to IGN Live. Today, we're kicking things off with the Xbox Game Showcase.
We both know why you're here.
And you'll hear from the creators of HBO's The Last of Us. Season 2 of Twisted Metal.
We're really gonna wait for this door to open all the way?
And check out collectibles from Doom the Dark Ages.
The Slayer has been activated.
Along with special episodes of Game Scoop and Unlocked.
Finish this fight.
Day 2 of IGN Live starts right now.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of IGN Live 2025. I'm Ryan McCaffrey and I'm coming to you from the Magic Box at the Reef in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a phenomenal show so far, but today things are only going to get better because it is Xbox Showcase Day. Are you guys
Hell
ready?
yeah! Are we ready, chat?
That sounds like a yes. All right, today I'm joined by Miranda Sanchez, Sydney Goodman, and Michael Hyam to help me break down and recap all things Xbox.
Whoops.
Welcome to my friends. How are you guys?
Let me take
I'm
this
chilling,
off
man.
now.
I feel good. I'm
Where
hyped
is
for this.
this?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to start with kind of a, like, almost an existential question, which everybody's like, wait, what? What are we doing here? But, like, from where we sat here a year ago, things are pretty different for Xbox 1 year later. Like, in that they're shipping just about everything on everything at this point. So I'm kind of curious to hear from you guys, like, what kind of is an Xbox showcase anymore, right, Miranda?
Yeah,
Any
I mean,
thoughts on
honest,
this?
yeah, it's just like a showcase of things, of course, that we're going to look forward to. But I think that is honestly a question they have to answer this year, right? Of like, what does the Xbox brand mean when they're shipping everything everywhere? Like, obviously, the controller is iconic. They're really big on PC, and they really, I think, pioneered the way in saying, hey, we're going to make sure our Xbox games are also on PC for our PC players to get an optimal time if that's what you want.
Okay.
But by going to other brands, it's kind of just opening this door of like, well, what do you do with your loyal fans at this point? Like, what are you going to offer them that is special? Or is there anything? Is it just an exclusivity period at this point? So I
Right.
think that is just a big question they're going to have to answer very soon.
How many of you guys out in the audience have bought an Xbox game on your PS5 recently? Yeah, I'm seeing hands out there. Like,
That's a decent amount.
They're topping the sales charts the last couple months. Sydney, your thoughts on this kind of just bigger question about like what an Xbox showcase is in 2025?
Yeah, and it's interesting because I grew up, I'm a bit of an Xbox purist, so there is part of me that misses the exclusivity of that and the fun of like, oh, this is for us.
Yeah.
Like, this is for the Xbox community. At the same time, though, I think it's kind of exciting. Like, my friends who have PlayStations that have traditionally always been PlayStation players, they also get to be excited for today. So I don't want to call it bittersweet because ultimately it's a positive thing. But yeah, I don't know. Everybody gets to be excited about today's announcements theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Xbox hasn't said, okay, blanket statement,
Right.
everything's coming to everything all at once, right? So I don't know, maybe it adds an element of surprise and suspense.
Yeah, like Michael, what's your over/under on how many games in the showcase will be exclusive to Xbox?
Probably none of them.
So
And
zero's the
yeah,
over/under?
I don't think this. I don't think they're in that business anymore. They're very clearly not in this business anymore. So when you talk about what an Xbox showcase is, don't forget that Xbox Game Studios is like 20, 30, they got a lot of studios, and I think one of the things too, going into the showcase is that they have proven that they're like kind of back on track. For a while, Xbox was struggling to put stuff out with delays, cancel games that didn't really hit the way they want, but they've been putting out bangers after bangers recently, and I think they're still going to ride that momentum as studios kind of get into this rhythm. I think Xbox has established a rhythm, and like I have all systems because I kind of have to, but when I'm looking at the lineup on Xbox, it's like one thing after the other. I'm on that platform, whether it's PC, Game Pass, or on the console. Like, hey, like Claire Obscure, that's Game of the Year material, and you could get that on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's not an Xbox studio, but not everything is going to be under the Game Studio umbrella too. So they have other third parties who are probably going to showcase on this thing and make big waves. The first time we saw Claire Obscure was at an Xbox showcase. So I think like the track record for their showcases and the games that they kind of curate to say that they are supporting, their track record is really good. So I have high expectations for this showcase, and maybe I'll see my next favorite game. I don't know.
Yeah, so to your point about Xbox finally shipping great stuff, I kind of want to hear, I'm curious the audience reaction of which of these is their favorite. Like, you look since about October, November of last year, they've shipped Flight Simulator 24, they've shipped Stalker 2 as an exclusive, they've shipped any fellow Indiana Jones fans out there? That's my game of the year from last year. Yep. Then into Avowed early this year.
Yeah,
I know you're
that's the game, Chuck.
We've had.
They were like, it's
Doom
on
Dark
sale.
Ages
It was like
recently.
$20 off. That ain't no sale.
They're getting it done these days. Like they're finally like. The egg took a long time to hatch, but we're finally starting to see some little baby chicks running around, which is nice to see. So I'm just sort of curious, like, each of your excitement level for this, kind of sitting to your point, knowing that it's not all just going to be Xbox exclusive, that it's going to everything's going to be coming to pretty much all platforms. So Sid, how you feeling going into this one?
You know, I'm really excited because I woke up with a really good feeling that we're going to see something about Wolfenstein 3.
Oh.
I don't think it will be much, but I will be so satisfied because part of me is almost, I mean, the last time we heard about Wolfenstein 3 was, I think it was 2018. Pete Hines confirmed more or less, like, yes, we're going to finish this story up. Everybody wants to see that done. We want to see that trilogy happen. But I mean, 2018 was a while ago. Like, I would love to see some sort of confirmation that it's like, hey, we are working on this now that we've shipped Indiana Jones. I don't need to know that it's coming in 2025 or 2026. I don't need to know that it's coming in 2027 even. I just want to know that somebody is working on this.
Yeah.
Right.
So Miranda, Sid kind of touched on this earlier, but you know, one thing that's maybe changed is this year, should more PlayStation gamers be excited about the Xbox showcase, right?
I mean, yeah, I hope so. I'm really hoping that we'll see, I guess, a little bit less of a focus on that. I'm sure they'll be like, also on PlayStation somewhere, like just like a little title screen or something. But yeah, I mean, honestly, what I'm hoping for. We get into the predictions. We doing that a little bit.
We'll get to that in a little bit. We're saving the best for last.
I would say, as far as excitement level goes, though, it's like moderate. I mean, I think we're kind of in an off year where everyone was sort of holding on for GTA. We know Fable's getting pushed. The next year's game, E-Day, is probably still pretty far away.
Yeah, like Grand Theft Auto got pushed, chat.
So I think this is just
what the hell happened there?
I think we kind of saw
2026 now.
Just a bit of a not a lull. And there's
No
definitely
bueno.
stuff to be excited about, but it's just not going to be as full force as some of the other showcases we've had.
You've just given me a very pleasant thought, which is in a year from now, when we're all here doing this again, we'll all have Grand Theft Auto 6 on our consoles at home, right? Yes.
Right.
Wait, can we just stay home and play GTA 6 next year? It'll have only been out for like 2 weeks at that point. Yeah, who's hyped for GTA 6 even though we're still a year out, right? Like, that's gonna be the game. Michael, there's no chance. Is there even like a 1% chance that there's a GTA?
I'm not getting it, chat, because I feel like
Rockstar calls their own shots, man. Like they're one of the rare studios where like they drop trailers whenever they feel like it.
Yeah.
And people are gonna watch. Like that's
I just feel like, you know, see, they get people hype and then it's like you feel let down.
And honestly,
so that's not
going back to
good.
the existential question is like, what's
how
the
are you
purpose of
like
the
trying
showcase?
to,
It's
you
kinda
know,
to uplift
I get
people
that they want to
don't
take the
necessarily
time
have
to
all
perfect the
means
game
to
and,
tell
you know,
everyone about their game. And the
it's
Xbox
all the
is
hype.
great about that, whether it's
You got to
Xbox
create
with
the hype,
independent
right?
games,
I get it.
or their main showcase with some of their own studios, or you know, third-party developers like a Sandfall Interactive, who you know, still looking for some kind of audience with a first game. So I think that's the excitement, is that you might see new IP, you might see things you don't expect, because that is kind of the purpose of it, and Xbox has been pretty good about that.
Yeah. Miranda, well, like, again, kind of bigger question. Why should Xbox continue to do these showcases when it's kind of a third-party showcase at this point?
I mean, they bought all those studios. They have to showcase their stuff somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to come down to that, right? And of course, like highlighting an opportunity for the developers. And I think Michael really hit on it well, that they do want to showcase indie developers. And I feel like ID at Xbox was such a great way for them to champion that and make it really explicit that these are smaller teams that they really care about and that they believe in. The other thing too, of course, is that I just want to know what's coming to Game Pass.
That's
Game
Pass.
Pass.
Like,
how
many Game Pass subscribers in the crowd? Yeah,
There's a lot.
That's a pretty good. So that is that's clearly the message is working from Microsoft, because that's Michael. I would argue that's maybe the number one thing about the Xbox showcase is it's kind of a 90-minute ad for why you should keep your Game Pass sub for another year, right?
Yeah, kind of like to that point. You know, if you see a hype trailer for something new or whatever, or something you're looking forward to, and then like on the bottom of the thing says coming to Game Pass day one, like tell me you don't get hyped about that if you're subscribed to it, because I think that's it's about approachability, it's about accessibility to games too, giving people access to those things that, you know, dropping $70 and almost $80 in the future probably is a hard thing to ask. Like,
Yep.
Listen, I don't got $80
Unless you like love the game.
but I do have a sub to Game Pass, and I think that's I play a lot of games that way. Like, granted, I had access to things like South of Midnight and Clear Obscure beforehand for work purposes, but if I'm like a lot of my friends who have one platform and they're on Xbox, they're like, yo, did you play Clear Obscure? I'm like, yeah, that game's fire. It's like, oh, it's on Game Pass. Like, boom. They play it and that's their next favorite game. I keep talking about Clear Obscure. My bad. I can't stop thinking about it.
It's a good game, chat.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean, like, how many of y'all with Game Pass spent the day back in April playing Oblivion Remastered when that just dropped, right? Like, that's going to keep you subbed for a while.
Yeah.
So, I for me, Microsoft's still a platform maker at the end of the day, even if they're kind of breaking convention, breaking tradition by publishing all their stuff on a bunch of other platforms. Yeah, is there anything? Are we going to see anything announced for Switch 2 at this? You guys think?
I mean, there'll probably be like multi-platform games
Right?
where you'll see like Switch on or like after the fact, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be on Switch too. That happens often.
That's totally exciting though, because like it's just obviously new and there's not a ton of games on it. But that's an exciting idea to think that some of these games actually will be coming to it. Maybe one day we'll get Halo on Switch. I don't know.
So last year, I said on this stage a year ago, I thought last year's Xbox Showcase was the best one they'd ever done. We'll get to predictions here after the break in a second, but real quick from each of you, how do they top it this year? Miranda,
The best one they've ever done.
No, like last year was high bar.
If they bring GTA, maybe if there's some cool exclusive, you know, you get a I don't know, a warthog. It would be so silly, but I would drive it.
Now, I'm now picturing tearing around Leonida in a warthog, and
You can go off-road with
I don't
that.
hate it. Yeah,
There's a whole off-road area. It just makes
that's
sense.
true. That's true. Sid,
Why not?
how does Microsoft top last year's awesome showcase?
I mean, you know my answer on a personal level.
Yeah.
It would be Wolfenstein 3. But I agree with Miranda. I'm really excited for the showcase, but last year's a hard one to top. I think we end up kind of seeing more check-ins and future things to be excited about, but maybe things are a little too far off to top something like last year.
Michael, can it be done? Can they raise the bar from where they set it very high last year?
For me personally, if they come out with a lot more weeb stuff, for me, I think that would top it for me. But in terms of like mass appeal, you know, but the bar is high. I don't think they have to clear it. You know, there's just like a certain like as long as they're good enough and they show things that are important to them and people are genuinely excited about. I think that's success. But for me, I want more anime games, man. And like Xbox has supported Japanese developers in big ways. And,
More anime?
I would be excited to see that.
Ninja Gaiden 4, prime example game I'm looking forward to. All right, we've got the Xbox Games Showcase
Daddy
coming
Rambo,
up
what
in
up?
a bit, followed by our Podcast Unlocked post show recapping all of the reveals.
How's it
that we're about to
going?
get. After that, we'll be talking to the folks behind two huge upcoming games, The Outer Worlds 2 and 007 First Light. And a bit later,
We're just checking out the Xbox Games Showcase 2025. How are you doing? I hope you've been keeping well.
where the Xbox Showcase kicks off very soon right here on IGN Live.
Doing some live reacts today. What have you all been up to?
IGN Live is presented by
Let me know. We don't even have time. I was gonna check out the new season of Fortnite. We don't even have time for that now. Let me see what else. I have to like do a thumbnail too for later collabs. Hell yeah. Ba-na. Oh, we are pushing for YouTube partner G-Chat, so if you guys want to help us out in doing that, you guys can do so by visiting the YouTube channel. We are live here. I don't know if I want to start doing just these kind of broadcasts just on there. Jaws, what up? Are you checking out the Xbox showcase today? I know you're a huge Xbox player.
And we're back. You're watching IGN Live, and if you're here for the Xbox Game Showcase, don't worry, you're just in time.
You're just in time.
Reminder to stick around after the showcase for a full deep dive post-show, as well as interviews with folks making some of the games that are going to be getting shown off. Plus, a ton more coming out of IGN Live later today, like a deep dive with the developers at Skybound Games. Wait till you see what they've got. Damon X Machina 2, Deadpool VR, Twisted Metal Season 2, and so much more. All right, let's get to an unlocked tradition that we've been doing at IGN for quite some time. We're doing it as last minute as it gets this year, which is our annual Xbox Showcase predictions. We each go around, we each jot down a few
What's
things
your
ahead of
prediction,
time,
chat? Let me know in the comments down below.
What we're hoping to see, what we predict is going to be in this showcase. I'm going to be a bad host and just go first because one of the ones I had written down kind of maybe got confirmed on accident yesterday. So I'll just say I ran into somebody yesterday that makes me pretty confident in this one. So I think it's time for Double Fine to announce its next game.
Ooh.
Psychonauts 2 was 2021, so it's been almost 4 years.
I can't believe it
already.
was that long ago. Like it felt like maybe 2 years ago.
I know, it's gone by quickly, but yeah. And the person I ran into, I'm like, why would you be here unless you were announcing something? So, Miranda, we're pretty sure that Double Fine is not doing A, Psychonauts 3, or B, as I've tried to
What are your predictions?
get Tim Schafer to admit, like, are you guys doing Banjo 3? And he says no. He had said on Unlocked a couple of years ago at this point that they would be doing something new and original. So what do you think we might get from the mind of Tim Schafer and the team at Double Fine if, in fact, we do get an announcement from
I
them
don't
today?
know if that's something we can predict, Ryan. Honestly, like Tim Schafer has a wonderful imagination, and I just think of everything that we've had from them up until now, and hearing them say, "No, we want to do something new and original." Like that's exactly what I want from Double Fine.
Yeah.
I want them to have the best playground for creating whatever they think is going to be cool. And I think
we probably can't even predict genre from them,
No.
right? Because
Yeah.
the Double Fine's gone all over the place.
Oh, sorry, chat. My bad.
Click, adventure,
Yeah.
we're gonna do some more action adventure platformer. Like the world's their oyster, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael, give me a prediction. What do you think we're going to see today?
Maybe not the most exciting thing, but I do expect to see Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake and maybe Rebirth as well. Make its way to
Final
Xbox.
Fantasy.
Remake's coming to Switch too. And I think it's about time that Square Enix kind of starts branching out a little bit more. It's not that they don't put games out on Xbox, it's just that their cadence is so weird. And I think, not that they're struggling for sales, but I think they've realized the limitations of being on one platform, mainly PlayStation, and then coming to PC, which is a great idea, of course, but there's a whole other platform with Xbox that they can have access to so many other people who maybe don't have those platforms and just haven't even touched a Final Fantasy game before.
Right.
So
Like
I expect both 16, 7 Remake, and
I've never
hopefully
played
Rebirth,
Final
but I know that
Fantasy
would take a lot of work.
But
and
I
that
could
would be a lot
watch
to
other
pull
people
off
play.
in one go. But yeah, don't sleep on the latest Final Fantasies because I do love those games, and I think it would be smart for Square Enix to do that. And I would like to see them.
I love that you're just getting totally greedy with it. You're like, not one, not two, like just all the Final Fantasies.
Yes, you are. You just want to see State of Decay 3 get a release date. Let's go.
I mean, Sydney, the economics of it are just tough for any third-party publisher, right? It's tough to make money while leaving one platform out anymore, right?
Yeah, well, and I mean, I think we can all agree on the fact that just everything is more expensive now, and that making games and maintaining games is not an exception with that.
Yeah.
So it makes a ton of sense to really take advantage of the fact that there's a whole group of people that theoretically haven't gotten to experience these games, and I think it sounds like a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. Well, have you got a prediction for us, Sydney? Something you think we'll see at the Xbox Showcase today?
So I will once more ask for Wolfenstein 3. However, thank you. I do think we're going to see something, and this might be wishful thinking, but something around Halo, the Halo universe.
Oh.
I don't think it will be basically anything, but only because I don't think they're going to say anything about Gears. And maybe this is me living in the past, but I just feel like I would like them to comment or give kind of that older guard of fans something.
Okay.
And we heard about, 343 becoming Halo Studios last November. And they have said that they're working on Halo things in Unreal Engine 5. Yes. So I don't think we'll get much in general in the showcase. I don't think we're going to get a ton of new gameplay or super long narrative trailers, but I'm hoping, and I will put my hat in the ring. Is that a saying?
Yeah.
That we'll see something about Halo or a Halo adjacent property.
Well, you bring up a good point. When was, this is an honest question if anybody remembers, when was the last time Halo was at an Xbox showcase?
Right?
It's been a minute, has it not?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Has it been since Infinite shipped in 21?
Probably.
I think you're right, but that's a crazy amount of time.
That's got to be the longest they've ever gone without featuring it in one of their showcases. I want to ask the audience, so we've talked about this in the past on Unlocked, all right, so Halo Studios, they're going to work in Unreal Engine 5, they're kind of starting over. I have two theories. One, they're either going to do a remake of Halo 1 in Unreal Engine 5, or
Go, what up? A lot of Souls likes yesterday at Summerfest. Yeah.
Because it's probably going to PlayStation at this point, right?
Yeah.
So would you guys rather have a remake?
I didn't get to watch all of this Summerfest, but I did. I think we did a broadcast when it first started.
Or just rebooting the whole thing and starting over.
How are you doing today, Go?
The remake seems to be the. Yeah, reboot. Not a lot of. I didn't detect a lot of love for the reboot out there.
I think a reboot. Honestly, I think a reboot makes a lot of sense.
Reboot makes sense.
I think that there's a new generation of players who
Harvey, what
don't
up?
have the same
How's it
love
going?
for Halo,
Sydney
that
Goodman
kind of that
is your second wife after
adoration
Haley.
and
That's
loyalty
what's
to the franchise
up.
that perhaps
Woo?
I do. But I mean, even my brother's not that much younger than me, and he's kind of like, yeah, I guess, whatever. And so
How are
it
you
makes a
doing
lot of
today,
sense
Harvey?
to
What
kind
do you
of
got
have
planned?
A really clear entry point for new fans to fall in love with Master Chief again.
Well, we are now less than 5 minutes to go until the Xbox Game Showcase.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm just very convinced that whatever Halo Studios is going to do, it's not going to be Halo 7 or Infinite 2. I don't see that as the next move for them.
Yeah, I don't
Miranda,
see it
have
either.
you got another prediction for us in our final 5 minutes here?
Yes, I do. I do actually think, Sydney, we're going to see Gears
That will
4,
be a
but
no bueno.
not EA. I don't think we're going to see EA. Instead, I think they might, hopefully, for all of us Gears fans out there, do a remastered trilogy.
So on top of Reloaded,
yes.
it's already been announced.
So they have just pack in Reloaded, you got it, but then do 2 and 3.
So the Marcus Phoenix collection, basically.
Exactly. That's
right?
what we want, just everything tuned up, beautiful. Because how else are they going to ship to the PlayStation, right? Like,
right.
we really need these sort of updates. And, like, obviously it's not maybe the most exciting for everybody, but as a Gears fan, I've been taking my twin sister through Gears. I'd really like to have that updated experience.
Where are my Gears fans out there? Like, anybody?
Gears? I haven't played it, chat, but I know,
It's
like,
such a great
Jazz did.
series.
I think Evil's like she played Gears 4. There's a couple of people who play Gears.
And just having John DiMaggio back.
Did you guys miss it, chat? You like it?
Michael,
Dislike it?
you got another prediction
If they bring it back, I think they said they were supposed to
What's
bring
that
it
look
back,
on your
right?
face? Where are you going with this?
Listen, it's call it rumors.
If I'm not
call it
mistaken.
leaks, but if this is the showcase in which we see a Persona 4 remake,
Persona 4? I don't know.
will pop off, y'all. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna throw up. It's gonna go crazy.
The stage is gonna be disgusting.
Production team,
It's
save
gonna
that
get
clip just in case we might need
Hey,
it in 2
When we
hours.
see that, I'm gonna stage dive, man. I'm so.
Woo! He's getting the stage dive.
That being said,
Damn, bro.
that game
You're
does
that
need a lot of work
excited?
if they were to remake it. They can't just put out the same one. Persona 4 Golden is a great version of that game, but it does need some serious overhauls if they want to do a full-on remake. So if we do see that here at the Xbox Showcase, I would get hyped. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna pop off. But then I would do a little research in the background. How are y'all remaking this game? That's very important to me. But nonetheless, people be talking about it. It's rumored, leaked. Now's the time.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think they would do the content that Golden has, or would they leave it out? Because I know that was the thing with Persona 3 Reload. It's like, oh, this is just the focus base game. Like, it's not extra stuff or upgrades or anything.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I'm not sure if they. I think they would actually. Yeah. It's because it's not too much. It's not like with Persona 3 that's like, oh, we have the female character and it's a kind of a different route. Whereas for Golden was, hey, we put some extra content on top. So there's no reason why.
My name's Tisa. I won't lie. Firelight was really fun a few days ago. You look forward to playing it more. You missed it really.
There will be so much in
That's
there that it kind of doesn't matter one way or the other. But hey,
I find it's different than like Fortnite or other shooters. Here we go.
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Oh, it disconnected. My bad, chat.
My heart and red and every last bit of my way. Every last bit.
Is it offline everywhere? I think we're online. 5, 3. TikTok's broken. I can't. Can I refresh it? I have a Stadium. You know what this reminds me of? Is the game Casual Guys played. Fallout. Is this Fallout, chat? It looks like Fallout. Is it Fallout? Or something like Fallout? For you.
For you.
For you. Oh, Outer Worlds too. Okay. Got
An
it.
adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
I could never get into that game either, to be honest. I know a lot of people say it's a great story game. They're like, give it a try, play it. And I'm just
Babe,
like...
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzaprom.
What was it? Is this like High on Life 2 chat? Maybe? Oh my god. High on Life 2?
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
High on Life 2? I knew it! I didn't even play the first one. Coming this winter? Nice. High Harvey says, I can't think of anything you want to eat, you mean? I need to have some water. I don't know what game this is. It looks familiar, but I can't put a finger on it. What's this? Ooh, this. Resonance. Ooh. A Plague Tale! Oh, cool! I haven't played any of those games either, but I heard they're like epic as well. Switch! Freedom wherever. The power of Xbox. Frozen, what up? Oh, Harvey says both to eat and from this Xbox presentation. Well, that's why we're covering it, to see what's new in the digital universes. Oh, they're gonna have two kinds. Wow.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression.
Just working on setting up the Pokemon Pocket Tournament you have planned. Woo!
So what's next?
You can't buy one of those. You already got Switch too.
Our next step.
How are you liking it? Do you like have it, or is it ordered?
So we're building an
You're in debt for 6
designed
months.
for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year.
That's cool.
In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen.
You said you managed to
That's why
find
we're
one at
investing in Xbox
GameStop?
Play Anywhere.
The bundle?
Whether you're playing on
Ooh!
console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today.
That's insane.
And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere.
Wow.
And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real.
Right,
But it
just
all comes
lurking.
back
Hey,
to the
how are
games.
you? It's going well.
From
What
Dead
about
to Rights on
you?
the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolf Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
We're just checking out the Xbox Game Showcase 2025 live reacts. I'm so excited to see what they're gonna have planned for today. Ooh. How are you liking the new season of Fortnite, right? Did you get to play it last night?
Watching from the shadows.
Ew.
And when we were at our weakest,
It's like,
they came out into the light.
are they like carnivore, John?
We feared for our lives.
What's
We
going
should
on?
have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us.
You're good, chilling. You can't.
They came to rule.
You can write better in chats now that you have the new keyboard cover. Sweet.
To turn us into
It's amazing. Nice.
docile cattle.
Oh, they're baptizing them. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
One of them. But I became something else instead.
They look like vampires, chat, are they?
Their worst nightmare.
Oh, they are.
A Dawnwalker. Trapped between the two worlds.
What is it?
Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
What it appears? The blood of Dawn Walker? What is this? Who's Dawn Walker, chat? Is this like a... Is it like a book? Like a book thing? Like a series? I've never heard of that before.
World premiere.
World premiere. What's this one? Oh, like the guy stole his girlfriend, like in Mario, chat. Where he's like, gotta save his girlfriend. That is so cute, though. I always love stories like that. I feel like, you know, it's like the epic. This looks brutal, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this looks too, like there's too much going on. And it looks like a platformer, too. Which is cool, but it's too insane. Too chaotic.
Super Meat Boy 3D.
Super. Noise keeps deleting the message. Super Meat Boy? Okay. Why? Why are they deleting your stuff? Why are they censoring you, Frozen?
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Team Ninja?
You're a wanted criminal now.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
Team Ninja always has good stuff. Yeah, you keep getting censored! Why? I can bully you today! Be nice!
This is it.
You're supposed to be nice to everybody! No bully!
There's something I need.
There's such a dirty foul mouth. Oh my god. That's funny. What's going on here? Everything is like crashing now. My PC's like, I ain't having it. Noise is broken on my end. Don Walker is not based off anything. What, Harvey? Ninja Gaiden? You were right! Ninja Gaiden 4! Frozen! No way! You called it! But it's made by the guy who did The Witcher? Ah. Interesting. Prediction card for trailers? What noise? Come on! Indiana's here! They're still promoting this game, chat. I remember when the first trailer came out, everybody was so hyped.
Good luck, Indy.
I feel like the game's either not getting the credit, like they spent like $1 billion on this game and it's just like not getting the credit it deserves. That's why they keep like advertising it. Or it's like
This is where it starts.
it's like building the hype, right? Like they wanna put it out, but they're like scared because if it flops, then you know.
Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See.
I haven't played it because I think I heard it was just on Game Pass when I was like looking at it. But would I play it? Probably. The Order of Giants? Is this like a new one? What do they mean? No, it's the Great Circle. Oops, sorry, chat. Hold on. It's the Great Circle. World premiere.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。
Why is it jacked up? Oh, sorry, chat. We're getting double audios. There we go. This looks cool. I would totally be down to play this. Wait. Hello? Hello? Hello, Frozen? Hello? Is it working? I see your chat. Hello? Hello?
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Game Freaks are the Pokemon developers? Woo!
Fujigo Emma, お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Beast of Reincarnation? That looks cool.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine, because they suit their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
Damn.
It ain't for
He's
the
got a
spineless.
foul mouth, chat. And I thought I had a foul mouth. This is like Willy Wonka.
a crime! Justice itself has been affronted!
What is going on?
Lord Griswold.
Is it Willie?
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
What?
Trust your instincts, sir. Tall, yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Your interest is peaked. Says Frozen. Let's go.
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol?
Yeah.
Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Sheesh.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles.
Wow, that ain't no
Goodbye,
joke.
Silas.
Oh.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack. I'll leave you with a pissing bag of peaches.
You've either got a gang at your back,
I'll die.
knife in it.
We're family
What's
here.
going on
Family
with this
takes care of
game?
its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
Guys, what up, Q? I see you on the list now. I finally got my activity feed back up. Hope you're doing amazing.
That's why it pays to be clever and well armed.
Happy Sunday. That looks cool. Like you can craft all your pew-pews. Damn. What you gonna do with the pew-pew-pew?
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse.
Pew-pew-pew. What you gonna do?
And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl.
Let the chaos come in!
Make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Damn. Change the past? Control the future. Clockwork Revolution. This looks neat. Coming
Now let
in
me alone and piss off.
in due time. He just told us to piss off, chat.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available.
Are you gonna stick around after this event is over? Yeah, I have a collab, so I don't know when or what time Nubis wants to do it, but we're supposed to be playing the gentleman game today. So once we decide on what time he wants to stream, because he's probably still sleeping because he worked like a double, I think. So I think he said around. Hold on. He got overtime shift yesterday, so I think he said around 2 or 3 or something, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, 2 to 3 his time, so that's EST.
From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed.
So he's gonna let us know though what's going on.
Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year.
No
We're going
way.
to go deeper on it in our direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be playing Gentleman's Dispute, I think.
World premiere.
Unless something changes. So.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the Yoke Girth action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
No! Separated. Grounded 2! I knew it. The first game did so good. It's a game I wanted to purchase, but I haven't got it.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition. The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive. It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Damn, what's this? Dead Space?
Consistently, in coordination. Destroying the nest is now a priority. Such is our calling.
Such is our calling.
No, Chronos, A New Dawn. That looks cool. A horror game? Oh, really? That looks so cool. Imagine if it was like dead. You belong here. I like games like that, but you need like a group of people to play with.
World premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling. Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
Ariane.
Thomas, wherever you are.
Is it Aphelion? That looks cool. Or is it like Alien? A game collaboration with the Space Agency, the European Space, APHEL. Okay, APHE Lion. I'm gonna have to like. Are they gonna have it on Steam? Even though it's Xbox?
Premiere.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wickerman your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
There are no ghosts at the Grand? Interesting.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 범인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나.
What's this about?
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태!
What's this? Mudang? 2 hearts?
World premiere.
E ora olaiem loite fativi. Novo. Ilo? Te kemaite mana. Muite una.
They took everyone. In the end, Moy and I defeated. But Nova had opened a window to the stars. My heart could not close. And I had a feeling inside my bones, chat. She had more secrets to tell. Ooh, secrets! Who doesn't love secrets? Let's spill the tea.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Another Fallout chat? Annoying!
World premiere.
I like this game, Cat. The graphics look dope. Is it like Pokemon, chat? Is it another Pal World? A bootleg one? Bootleg Pokemon? Is Nintendo gonna go after this? This person queue? Let's hope not. I would totally get this game, Cat. I'm gonna have to wish list it. Animal, I'll BRB, chat.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
World premiere.
decided to show up.
Think you can
can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Looks like they upgraded.
How's your baby?
Let's do this.
This is gonna be awesome.
Form up!
World premiere.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Pirates chat. Oh, Sea of Thieves. Nice. How's it going? It's going, Evil.
World premiere.
You're level 100 of Final Fantasy. Let's go, Jazz. Woohoo! That's like a huge accomplishment.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Does it need a remake though, says Go-Go? I don't know. Don't switch.
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
Switch both input and output? Okay. Sounds good. How do I gotta save this now? Is it already saved on my PC? It is. Okay.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this.
Accept our rule or die.
Accept or die, chat. Get roasted.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Frozen says, I don't know, but all of that looked like it hurt. Yeah, I agree.
This planet for good. I'm.
Oh, gee, mamas.
I trusted you.
Is this not new? Yeah, it is. That's the new fighting game with like the 4-player, or no? I feel like it is, or it could be a different one. Like this looks a little bit more gory. Let's do this, chat. Let's do that, yeah. Do that, yeah.
Might want to look up.
See how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Invincible versus. Oh, maybe it was a different one. So I feel like the other one, I don't know. It wasn't a Marvel one, but it was kind of Marvel. I'm thinking about the other one. Final Fantasy. There you go, Jazz. FF. FF mes amis. There's everybody's waifu Tifa. Final Fantasy VII Remake? Okay. Also coming to the Xbox.
Here to even the odds. Any objections?
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
Our flames are our own, and they burn as one.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being.
What's that one? Chat like X is 10 and Eden 1 is that 4? So 14? Drop yet? Maybe 14.
World premiere.
Ooh. I feel like I've seen this before. This is like a tad bit creepy. Like Little Nightmares-ish, but different. You're like, you're a lighthouse instead. What is it called? Lightkeeper or just Keeper? Okay. Interesting.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Teen Meets modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams.
Nice.
We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you.
Welcome to the Guild?
Please, follow me.
Who is this?
You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce the scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
Little Panda! Thank you so much for that. 4-month resub. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for kindness and generosity towards the channel. I'll be sure to add you onto our subscribers, cheers, and gifted subs giveaways at the end of the month.
We are pioneering the future of
That I see you in chat.
Worldwide.
This is the Xbox Showcase is just wrapping up, and then I'll be starting the game for our collabs. If I don't know, is Nubis? I don't even know if he's ready. Or are we starting at 2 or 3? I know this is just finishing, so it's gonna be like perfect timing. I think he said he was eating too, so. Alright, yeah, he said he was going out for food real fast. Yeah. I was worried this wasn't gonna have time to like wrap up before we started, so it'll be perfect timing. They had some great games on the showcase today. I was super stoked about a few of them.
It's a powerful thing. David Mason.
Who is this?
Menendez.
Call of Duty 7. Black Ops 7 for reals, chat? Did they never bring COD to like Xbox before? Xbox, play anywhere. It's gonna be on Game Pass.
We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise.
Harvey, that's the only thing you're excited for is Black Ops 7? Zed Serious says, you have been watching all of the showcases and so far... Sounds good.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around.
Okay.
So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of play style that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players...
I didn't even really get to play the first one, chat. I know, like, everybody was like, you should play it, you should play it. I just couldn't get into it. Like, I think I tried.
Which are the part of the world where
I think I tried to play it once, or I just, I don't know.
To solve problems in unique ways.
Couldn't do it.
Bigger worlds.
I love a deep RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities. In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good use.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work. After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty. Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. And I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You have bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Claire, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please.
Give it back.
You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
I get an hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while.
Oh, yeah.
While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors, or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Chat,
Nothing
psychopath.
shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island. Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side. You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. The companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Vrees if we start tossing our own to the raps. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
Wow.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're gonna be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken automechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely.
Damn.
There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol is part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a Protectorate Arbiter, who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Oh, damn.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out.
Ooh, body pillow chat.
Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling.
You don't know why, but you see Sonic talking this person. Ran, what up?
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in
I
space.
might have to give this game
The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion
a
of the
try
Arcadia
again,
colony
chat.
system by
Maybe when
Anti's
we
Choice,
do
which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a
our
World War I-like
stand up to
setting in
cancer.
space. That evolution is seen
like,
across all aspects
in
of the
August?
game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists?
I don't know if I'll be
in a
able
World
to
War
do
I
it
setting,
though.
war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Anti's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand
But
plan.
do I even have this
We
game?
want players to feel
I
like
think I do.
Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under Protectorate control, but has recently been taken over
Outer
by
World,
Anti's
right?
Choice. They don't just occupy the town,
Yeah,
they
yeah, I
rebrand it
do.
with their signature style.
I have the
Repainting
first
buildings,
game.
posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms
I played
featuring
2
Auntie
hours
and the
of it,
Moon Man.
and I couldn't.
Showing the towns
going.
evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually
The first
realizing the
Outer
world of the
Worlds
Outer
is
Worlds
pretty
2
good.
was
It's like
making
a
sure
Western in
everything is clear
space.
and
It reminded
recognizable
you
from the player's
of
standpoint.
shows
We wanna
like
make sure
Firefly.
each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these
I'd have
vast,
to give it a
different
chance
environments
again.
and
I don't know.
monsters,
To me, it
they're
just didn't
recognizing the
hit.
motifs and visuals of who they're talking to.
Like, I had a
what they're gonna
bunch
be
of
talking
people
about,
tell me,
and
"Oh,
how
you'll
that
love
progresses
that
throughout the story.
game. You'll love it.
The first Outer Worlds
Play
was
it.
really about player
It's
interfacing
epic."
with corporations.
And I was just like,
and while we
snooze
have that in
fest.
the Outer Worlds 2, we
I don't
really
know.
want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities.
I'll try it.
or
I'll
religious
try it again.
structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom.
That says it
The RPG
starts
elements
slow,
would
but
start-
once you
that's
get your
touched on
ship off the
story,
first
art,
planet, it
and
opens up a
especially our
lot.
gameplay.
Okay. And it's single player,
A
right?
good sequel
Or is it
true
multiplayer
to the
too?
original. That's first and foremost, right? Like we all want to add in a bunch of
I
things
think it's
as you're
single
making
player,
a sequel,
right?
right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this, and I will say,
Single player kit.
I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy. So let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet, sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T.
Trois.
In French, that means
Three.
two. Sequel.
I think that
Trois
means
is
three.
three, yeah.
Come on.
Der is
Hold
two,
on.
chat.
And how do
Just
we end
saying.
it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon.
I don't know why I
called
feel like
Reward
I've just
will
seen
actually
that
level up
clip,
the
like
more
that,
you use
just
it
that
throughout the game.
section before. It's like deja vu.
And every
I
time
think
it bubbles up, it's
I
got
think
fun fanfare
I don't know
where it's like
what
shooting out
other
confetti and it's got fun little
broadcast or like live broadcast
We
it
have a
might have
really
been
fun
on,
weapon
but
called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage.
oh damn.
New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape,
Okay.
distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack,
Mm-hmm.
And even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the shrink ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The shrink ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them, so we made sure to double down on that stuff.
Wow.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do.
Oh, it's like combos?
One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like. One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
It looks beautiful. Like, it reminds me a lot of No Man's Sky, like the different terrain.
Really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life, and we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
Bravo! That's pretty epic of them to release 3 games. That's bold.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds... Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
So now, this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or has launched the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
We're so proud of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought off giant bugs together. Y'all helped make the entire experience very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. I had to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game, so with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our two studios share a lot of DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and consequences, player communities, and doing justice to great IPs and great franchises. The fact that we're the first partners that they're working with to make a sequel to their franchise feels like we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow,
and Pete. They're a couple years older, which means
You're
they've gone
excited
through a
for
bit more high
Grounded 2
school, a
as
bit more
well?
mature.
The first one is really fun.
It's
Yeah, I
fascinating
wanted to
too.
get it.
It is
I
a little
still
bit
have
different.
to like purchase it.
But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded.
Wow.
The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar.
Yep, totally like Honey, I
All
Shrunk
of
the
these
Kids.
areas come to life in a brand new way.
Pierce, what up?
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state.
Look at the praying mantis!
And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals under the ground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach.
Oh no!
We are oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're gonna see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower.
Yeah, if you have like insectophobia, this game is not for you,
paper,
chat.
scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks,
For real, though.
and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to
Oh,
both
look at
get
the
out of
ladybug.
danger quickly.
If you
or
don't like
jump in
bugs,
for a quick
Grounded
attack.
is a horror game, says Dead Curious.
And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic.
Yeah,
It
this
looks
game
super
looks really
cool.
neat. I'll be wishlisting it for
and
sure.
it's ultimately just a ton of fun.
Maybe the first one will go
We're
on
leaning
sale now,
into
finally.
clear play styles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues,
And I'll be able to pick up the first one.
effect wielding mages, and ranged hunters. In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations.
Ooh.
And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2.
Is it like a grindy game? You have to grind for stuff?
Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's going to be awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players it attracts, from builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friends to use. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op with their friends.
Okay.
It was really, really important for us to deliver on all of that for the bigger space and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since the very first Grounded release.
What was it?
Mounts.
Mounts!
Our mounts, we call them buggies, have an entire suite of moves and have their own special abilities and attacks.
No way, chat!
We really wanted the buggies to be an extension of the player in every way
They're
possible.
buggies?
And that meant making
Get
sure
it?
that buggies
Buggy?
had unique and valuable
can't.
abilities across all
Wow.
the pillars of Grounded. So that doesn't
That is
just
so
mean
epic.
exploration and travel. That has gameplay implications for combat, crafting, and building as well. Just like how we wanted to expand on player playstyles throughout the game, we're going to make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support. The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast, and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser-powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base-building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at Game Preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the two we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to Game Preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world, but there's so much value in building it alongside the community. Buggies change how you traverse and navigate the park. What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop helped shape the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing
that says
and
so they're
scope,
doing
and what
the
we
same
found
thing they
resonated
did
the
with
most
Grounded
with all of
1,
you were
release it
bigger,
early access
beefier
and
updates,
spend 2
even
years
if it
building
took us
it while
a
you
little
play
longer
it.
to land. So that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count.
Yeah.
You can expect in our big updates,
I think that's fair.
new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what to be excited about in the future.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we are to letting all of you players get shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together
tiny,
and
chat.
survive together.
Yay! I'm gonna do it. We're gonna like get it or wish list it when it comes out. I'm gonna check something real quick. I think the first game was like $60, wasn't it? July 2025, so it's coming out this summer. Yeah, it's a $50 game.
This is where it starts.
I'm just gonna wait till the second one comes out and
Change
then.
the world as we know it. Can you handle that?
That looks cool though.
I'm in.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Here's to playing in the mud. And when we need their help, They send us a hero. Here we go.
There's like so many games on sale. It's like ridiculous.
Follow me.
Like Diablo's on sale. Outlast Trials is on. It's like all these scary games are on sale. Is it what thing is it? Oh, the summer showcase.
To do some renovations. Keep your filthy pickers off me. You think I care?
Are you guys gonna be picking anything up, chat? Let me know in the game.
This is gonna be awesome.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control. We're falling.
Had enough yet? Form up! It's game time, baby!
That's insane. Look at all those games. That's crazy. Jazz says Grounded 2 comes out on my birthday. Let's go, Jazz. Pew, 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 pew. Hey-oh.
And here to help me break down what was shown off, I'm joined once again by Sydney Goodman, Michael Hyam. So good to see you both.
Zed says, hold on.
So good to see the crowd back.
Let me like just turn this down a little bit. Hold on. Being Bethesda and Xbox, it may be free on Game Pass. I think the first one is. Okay. That's good to know, Zed. But I feel like I like Game Pass, but I don't because of the, like, I'd rather buy the game out sometimes. Like Expedition 33, I knew I wasn't gonna like finish that game all in one go, so I had to buy it because I knew.
Use the Xbox Ally X.
It would take more than that to like pay.
Officially today at the showcase, and I'm kind of impressed by it. I think the thing for me is that there's so many PC
anyway,
handhelds out
chat.
there already.
Like
What's
it
the
would
next
have
one
like
gonna do? And I think
for the amount of time I played that game, it would have took like. I would have already been in, like, I have already bought the game, so that's why I like to do that sometimes. And that way, at least I don't feel rushed to, like, complete a game. It is good. Don't get me wrong, they do have some great titles on there. Like, Avowed was on there. That's one I wanted to try, too, but it was just, like, I didn't get to do it yet. And then there's a couple other games. It's just tough because there's so many great titles coming out, right? And it's hard to just choose, like, pick and choose a couple of games. Like, Night Rain, I knew I wanted to try Elden Ring. Like, and I don't regret it, because I've been playing it a lot. What was the other game that I bought just before that? I can't remember. Oh, Expedition 33, I bought that one. And then there's a couple other ones coming out. Those look cool too. Like the handhelds look really nice.
Graphic settings granted. Gears of War.
But do you guys think that's gonna be like the future of gaming? Like, do you think people would actually prefer a handheld device over a console? What do you guys think, chat?
All you need to know is that if you are interested in an Xbox handheld, this is what this is, and it runs games really well.
Wow.
I gotta ask you, did any sense of price? Because you know, it looked like when Phil was holding it, like it looks like a serious piece of hardware.
Hey.
So like,
It looks expensive.
What's
Yeah.
maybe obviously they didn't give us a price, but
Yeah.
what's your best guess as a tech editor IGN, like of what the range we're looking at here might be?
$1,000.
The Ally X, it's the top level model, and that one's using a AI Z2 Extreme processor. For all you nerds who know what that is, I do. I'm a nerd. But that's not cheap. That stuff does not.
It's gonna
cheap.
be like
And,
$1,000
previous ROG
plus,
Ally
I bet.
Yeah, I think it's kicked off at $650.
Oh,
and
$650, okay.
$650. That's a pretty price. The thing too is like things are getting more expensive.
Right.
The Xbox went up in price.
It's $600 for a
Yeah.
Series
Yeah.
X.
That's wild. this thing is going to be more expensive than a Series X. I would be surprised if they could price match it or go below because of the tech that is packed in this thing. You've seen it elsewhere with other PC handhelds. It's going to be expensive.
It will be like
My
$1,000 or like 12 maybe.
Probably.
Like for the top of the line one.
You're gonna say
For the like 1 terabyte maybe.
They've turned on you, Michael.
But it is what
it's
it
not even
is.
your
Like,
device.
what are you gonna do?
Don't kill the messenger.
That's so much money.
Was that?
I said that's so much money.
But in fairness, you are also talking about the top-end version.
Top tier version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a lesser model, I guess, that's going to be. I suspect is going to be significantly cheaper because of the hardware it's using.
Yeah.
It's using a much weaker processor.
A lot less RAM too, right?
Yeah, less
like
RAM.
16 instead of 24,
Yeah,
I think.
and a smaller battery. And when they talk to me about it, they're like, they really want to focus on it having good battery life with a smaller battery. So it's going to be a lot less powered. I think that one could probably go for maybe 400.
Oh, well,
But
that's a lot better
that's
than
a big-
800.
500 maybe.
Big jump.
I don't know. That would be aggressive pricing. And I think if they're going to have a lesser model, the appeal needs to be affordability.
Yeah. Well,
much-
the Series S just went up to $450.
How much is a Steam Deck right now? Does anybody know?
I don't know what they're at now. I just remember what I paid at launch, and I know.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
prices
same.
changed
I
a
got
little
mine
bit,
at
but,
launch.
I'll remind you, if anybody was here at IGN Live last year, when Phil Spencer was sitting right next to me,
Right here.
he straight up said, like, we're building a handheld, and it's not going to be a cloud device like
Right.
the Portal is. So 1 year later,
Yeah,
it's here.
they
We've
did
got
it.
We've
Yeah.
seen
Man
it.
of his word.
So, Sid,
That's kind of epic.
an Xbox handheld, taking Game Pass on the go, carrying your save file from your desk, your either PC or your Xbox console into the handheld and on the go, and then back again. How much appeal is there for you on that?
I sound like I'm being paid by Xbox, but Xbox Play Anywhere, baby. Like, it really is super convenient. This feels like something that we only dreamed of maybe even like 10 years ago.
True.
Which is nuts. It definitely was a complete fantasy when I was a kid, and this idea of like, oh, I have to go. I mean, I guess when you're a kid, you're being chauffeured around a little bit more, so you have
Right.
more time in the car. But
Right.
I think it sounds amazing. I mean, I think as you get older, personal experience, you're always trying to find those moments to like jump into your game for a second because you don't have those huge blocks of time anymore.
Facts.
So the idea of being able to
But like when you're traveling, chat, or when you're on the go, I could totally see it being convenient.
distractions are everywhere.
Or like like when you're in like a motel room, or like when you're traveling.
Is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think, like, I definitely want this, number one. So if my wife is watching, maybe for birthday, Christmas, just take the hint. But two, like, I honestly think that I'll probably play more Game Pass games because of this. Because at home, you know, I'm just
You're
kinda locked
limited,
in on
yeah.
whatever game I'm really playing at the moment. But with this, if I'm out and about, and hopefully it's got, maybe I can hotspot it to my phone I don't know, but if I could just dip into whatever's interesting with some little cool indie game on Game Pass, like I'm more likely to do that with this handheld than I am at home, personally. For sure.
Well, and I think it kind of answers the question that you asked during the pre-show, which is like, what does it mean to be like an Xbox fan? What does this mean? And I think that this feels like a very clear answer to that, of keeping people in the Xbox ecosystem, even though their games are available on other platforms.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
a huge benefit.
That's true. So you guys fired up for an Xbox handheld? Is that something that's good? Yeah, I mean, the people have spoken. They're ready for an Xbox handheld. We've been wanting an X-Boy for a long time.
Yeah.
Now we finally got it.
And that's coming out this year, holiday 2025.
Which, I guess, real quick on the back of that,
Yeah.
you know where I'm going. Go ahead.
Silksong?
Take it away. Yes.
Silksong? Yo, that was the strangest way to say that Hollow Knight Silksong has a release date with /
Release window, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'll take it, but I mean, I feel like Hollow Knight Silksong deserves a little bit more spotlight than that.
Like, every one of these showcases from anybody, Sony, Nintendo,
Yeah.
Microsoft, Keighley, everybody wants to see Silksong.
And it's always a footnote.
And they keep not showing it. And yeah, it just weirdly showed up hidden within the ROG Ally reveal, which I thought was super interesting. All right, I want to move next to a game that I think, not to give away our personal best of show picks, but this one's up there for me. We're getting a new Double Fine game. Tim Schafer, one of the most brilliant minds for 30 plus years now in this industry. It's called Keeper, and you're a
Keeper, that's the lighthouse one.
With I guess a little parrot buddy, and I mean, look how cool this looks. I mean, the art's going to be great when it's Double Fine. We were talking on the pre-show where we said, Miranda was saying we have no idea, like what even we can't predict what Double Fine would possibly do. I definitely would not have predicted that you play as a walking lighthouse. That would not have been on my Xbox Game Showcase bingo card. And we get it this year.
Yes.
It's coming, it's right around the corner, so they've been cooking on it for, I guess, what'll be basically 4 years from the time Psychonauts 2 shipped to when this guy ships. Sid, what'd you think of Keeper from Double Fine here?
So I'm going to go on a very quick tangent, but The Lighthouse, the film, is so creepy, and the tone of it is a world that I want to be in, and watching what they've shown us of this has me so excited, because I don't know what it is about lighthouses and this kind of like gritty, creepy, but intriguing. Creepy, It's a friend, though, because it's keeping and it's safe. I'm so excited, and I just love a colorful world. I love a colorful world, so very excited.
Michael, your thoughts on Keeper?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what's next from Double Fine. If this is going to be it, that's what's up. But because they're always so creative, like it kind of doesn't matter what the premise is. You know that they're thinking up ideas. Even like when I think about something like, was it Headlander was a cool game?
Yes, good one.
Yeah, and like that's so different from everything else. And then I actually think Rad was a pretty cool idea, which was their top-down roguelike.
Yep.
Before Hades, the way they did progression in a roguelike game in Rad was kind of, you saw that in Hades, and then it was like, yo, Hades has like this story built around the roguelike idea, and Rad did that a couple years prior. And then obviously everyone loves Psychonauts. Psychonauts 2 was like Game of the Year material.
Game of the Year nominee.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, not that I'm like putting those expectations on Keeper, but I mean, the variety you get from a studio like Double Fine, something completely different. It's not a shooter. It's not like this crazy action game. It's not another Souls-like or whatever. Not that I would expect that from them.
Yeah, we don't want
that
Souls.
kind of variety, those creative
ideas.
I think
I've had
are
enough
necessary,
Souls with Elden Ring this
the
year.
Xbox umbrella,
and maybe like Avowed or whatever.
Out October 25th. Who's downloading that day one on Game Pass? New one from Double Fine. Absolutely. I will be there.
Mom's
day
the word,
one.
chat.
I know a game that Michael Hyam's going to be ready for on day one. So I don't know if we have cameras ready. You promised a stage dive if we got Persona 4 Remake. Are you going to get your ass off that couch and go dive into that crowd?
Hey, listen. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I think you also mentioned vomiting.
I don't know if they signed liability waivers on the way in where it's like if they get hurt trying to catch you, they can sue IGN. So I don't know. We don't want that. But.
Yeah, I don't want a liability. Well, I did say, so here's the thing. I did say I was going to scream, cry, and throw up. I'm sorry I didn't do none of those things either. And so, all right, let me preface this a little bit. Don't get me wrong, a Persona 4 remake, I'm watching this right now, I can't believe it's real, but the reveal trailer was, come on, I wanted a little bit more than that.
That reeked of like, how much, what's the minimum amount of footage we can get away with in a reveal trailer? Like 3 seconds of running? Okay.
Yeah. So
but you're really happy about the announcement.
Yeah, so I'm happy that it exists and we got confirmation. There's no more leaks or rumors or anything like that. And like seeing, I'll be real with you, that place, like Inaba in Persona 4 where it takes place, that place does mean a lot to me. Those characters mean a lot to me. That story means a lot to me. So the fact that it is real, I'm excited. I just didn't pop off in the way I thought I was going to because, it didn't show much. But I think now the question is, what are they remaking about it?
Yeah.
What are they changing? What are they keeping true? How are they evolving the Persona formula? Or are they just relying on how they did with 3 Reload, what they did with 5 Royal, maybe are they incorporating other things they've learned from Metaphor? Atlas's RPGs have been great, but I think that it's kind of getting to a point where I want to see them take the next step. Granted, this is a remake of a previous game, so keep my expectations in check, but I still want to see them push the bar in some way.
Sid, Clockwork Revolution. What'd you think of that one? That was one of the more unique games. In Exile, you know, veteran RPG makers there.
And they showed a lot.
They did
They
show
just
a
kept
lot.
showing.
Yep.
It looked like there was a lot of really interesting weapons, which I'm definitely a weapons girl,
Yeah.
so that was very exciting to me. Yeah, I don't want to cheer for weapons necessarily, but maybe in-game
Video
weapons.
game weapons.
Yeah.
Video game weapons.
But that, like, what is that, steampunk style? I feel like, I don't know, to play off of what we were talking about with Double Fine, like, it's just fun to see a different world. Like,
yes.
That's, I think, why people love Double Fine so much, is it's creative, it's different, and I think just like with Clockwork?
Clockwork Revolution.
Yeah.
Revolution.
Yep.
This is a different world. We don't get
Facts.
too many steampunk games, and it looks really well built out, and I'm excited to jump into it.
And Michael, there was even little hints of BioShock in there with some hand powers, which is cool.
Yeah. and, like,
2K won't make us a BioShock game, so somebody's got
Somebody's
to.
got to do it, right? Yeah. Yeah. And I think the art style reminded me a little bit of Dishonored. It's really cool too. So I don't know the next time we would ever see Dishonored. Granted, this is a different thing with a lot more RPG elements. In Exile has like a really sophisticated RPG systems in their games, and to see that with a setting and a world like this I'm hyped also because of the new IP. So this one was definitely hit. Might be game of the show.
If you like first-person RPGs, Xbox is definitely the platform for you. All right, we need to take a short break, but the Xbox Game Showcase post-show, we'll be back right after this, right here on IGN Live.
Post show. Ew, let's go, chat. Is this working? This way, and this way, and that way, and this way. I'm just gonna post it now so people can come on over if they want, chat. So we're gonna be doing a collab.
Is presented by
Collabs with Sleepy Nubis and Zed Serious Chat, playing a game demo called A Gentleman's Dispute. It's kind of like
simulate that pace for this 30-second ad would
I don't even know. It's like we're just gonna go around like blowing stuff up and like blowing each other up. It's kind of a cool game that we found on the, I think it was the summer showcase. It was one of the ones in the previous broadcasts that we watched. Not this one. I don't know if it was in the one before or the one before that. I think it was 2 times before, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to see. Anyways, yeah, it's a really neat game. It is in demo version right now, though. So, yeah. I'm just going to post the going lives. And then when Nubis is ready, I am going to end the stream and restart it again so we can get some good clips of what's going on as well. So I had posted that. I think he said he was going to start at 3:30 around that time. So we're just chilling and watching the rest of the Xbox showcase. If you guys missed it, you guys are more than welcome to come and check it out. Our live reaction on my YouTube channel, !YouTube in chat. We're also going for YouTube partner chat, so you guys are more than welcome to help us out with that as well. All the watch time is all we need, and that's all, you know, that's it, pretty much. So if you guys want to help out, I do have playlists from the games I've been recently playing, like Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Elden Ring Night Rain, amongst other games or other broadcasts like this one. So I appreciate y'all tuning in,
It's the Xbox Game Showcase,
checking out the playlist,
right
and
here
hanging
on
out with
IGN
us.
Live. All part of Summer of Gaming. We just saw Ninja Gaiden 4 release date. Yes, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We'll talk more about that in a minute.
Yeah.
And so much more. But let's see what the folks online are talking about using our Lenovo Legion 7i, a laptop designed for everyday use, including live productions like this one. Enjoy a thinner, lighter gaming experience with the latest NVIDIA GeForce RTX 50 series GPU. the advanced performance of the Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, and a breathtaking OLED gaming display.
Ooh.
Our first tweet comes from our friend Paris Lilly. I've got it pulled up right here. Paris, very bullish on the Xbox handheld that we just saw. He says, ROG Xbox Ally X is a day one and will lead the way for the future of handheld gaming. Xbox Play Anywhere is absolutely the future for how I want to play my games. Thank you, Paris, for watching.
Motley
and
B,
posting.
welcome
We love
in.
you, buddy. We'll get you back on Podcast Unlocked pretty soon. So, in the opener, my little teleprompter there, we had a mention of Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the one more thing of this one. So,
I'm not a fan, chat, but I'm biased.
I'm not gonna lie, right here in my notes, I wrote, I feel lied to. Did anybody else watch that trailer thinking we were getting some original IP, something brand new? And then it was, oh, it's actually a Black Ops game. So, Sydney, you're first up for you here. What was your reaction to that very interesting last thing that Xbox showed?
Yeah,
I was disappointed, chat.
Black Ops 7, objectively, like, I love Call of Duty. I love Black Ops. I'm excited for Black Ops 7. That said, it did feel like a bait and switch because I thought we were getting new IP, and you're excited about that because it looks really like polished and good, and you're excited, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, Whiplash, we're at Black Ops 7. So they are saying that we'll get more information later in the summer, and it is in fact another sequel of Black Ops 2, even though he looks very different. I can't remember the actor's name. It's Milo. Last name starts with a V.
Okay.
Is the face that we're seeing.
Nubis
but it
is
David
ready,
Mason,
chat, so we are
who
gonna end it
we
right
see as a
now.
kid in Black Ops 2.
The Xbox Game Show post show is on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I had something on here that I wanted to finish the stream up with, and it's not popping up. Here we go. Thanks for watching the live Xbox Game Showcase 2025, plus Outer Worlds 2 direct reactions. Whether you caught it on YouTube, Noise, or TikTok, chat, I appreciate you being here. Drop a comment below what game or reveal blew your mind the most. Tell me in the comments. Was it Outer Worlds 2, a surprise drop, or something totally out of left field? Let's chat about it. I would love to hear from you. Drop it in the comments, and I look forward to hearing you guys. Stay tuned, though, and locked and loaded to the channel because we are going to be playing A Gentleman's Dispute with Zed Sirius and Sleepy Nubis. We are collabing today, so I am going to be right back, and we'll be back live shortly. Thank you, everybody. Bye.